Hey everyone, we're back with another Pokemon Maker Team stream. I said it correctly that time. So this is number 3 of ones that we're actually going to record. So last week, if you remember, we decided actually that it's going to be a series with 6 matches, 6 episodes and then a finale. With the idea being that each episode we suggest a MVP, most valuable Pokemon, who will go forward to be in the team that we use in the finale. So, last week, we had our shiny superior, our shiny physical superior, and from the first week, because we've retroactively applied this, we went for Doublade. Because Doublade was basically the best Pokemon we used in that week. So this means that we have a lot of... We have 2 physical powerhouse... Well, we have 2 physical setup sweepers. Is the correct way of saying it. Which isn't the perfect situation, but you know.
We do have one of the greatest powerhouses in all of RU on our team. That has to count as something, right?
True.
So our first suggestion that we've received is kind of interesting on 2 levels because it's Venusaur. And Venusaur is A, a good Pokemon, B, actually a specially focused, powerful Pokemon, which is kind of what this team that we're slowly, steadily building could hypothetically do quite nicely with. And C, it's something from the first 151. And with today's announcement of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which are looking to only feature the first 151 Pokemon, it feels kind of appropriate to start a team with one of them.
Yeah. So, Ben.
I know that was 3, but...
Here's a pop quiz. What was the first Pokemon? Bulbasaur, Rhydon, Mew, or Arceus?
Yes.
For people who don't understand the joke, Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever designed. Bulbasaur was the first Pokemon in the Kanto Dex, the first Pokedex. Technically, I think what's it called? Victini, is now number 0.
That's number 0 in the... I can't remember what Unova's called. It's a number 0 in the Unova Dex, but its national Pokedex number is number whatever.
Cool. Mew is supposed to be the first Pokemon in setting, but however, Arceus is supposed to create the universe. So the joke is, they are all, by some definition of first Pokemon, they are all the first Pokemon. Okay, so the next question that we obviously have. We have Venusaur. We also have Mega Venusaur.
I feel like we ought to default to Mega Venusaur. It's pretty cool.
I'm going to give the chat this option. I'm going to throw this open to the chat.
That's true. We are honor bound to do that.
Yeah.
Now, Mega Venusaur is tougher, it hits harder, and critically, it's one of the few Pokemon that can make really good use out of being fat.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas regular Venusaur would mean we could use another Mega Pokemon.
Yeah, like... Mega Venusaur is better than normal Venusaur in every way, but normal Venusaur would have to use another Mega.
And the good news is that the decision's been made by someone in the chat flipping a coin.
Which, given how often the 2 of us use random generators... Well, I use random generators a lot. I think you do too.
Basically, us having Mega Venusaur on the team is like fundamentally hacks to start with. So
yeah,
we're going to be getting so many ridiculous crits and proccing freeze and stuff. But
Okay, so the standard way to go for Mega Venusaur is actually a survivalist tank. So, not Leaf Storm, Leech Seed, Toxic, Sludge Bomb, and either Giga Drain or Energy Ball.
should we go for Giga Drain and perhaps change? We can change up the set a bit once we have more of a team built.
Yeah. Actually, I'm having a feeling that we'll probably want to replace one of our two damaging moves, with some coverage moves anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I can see one Pokemon in particular causing us problems, and that's obviously Ferrothorn.
Yeah.
Which is immune to... So Steel types are immune to poison moves, which means Toxic and Sludge Bomb don't affect it. And it's Steel Grass, so it's immune to Leech Seed, and Giga Drain will barely touch it. Okay, so the next suggestion we've had is actually Zangoose.
Zangoose is cool. I like the Zangoose.
So I'm kind of tempted to carry on. So I'm tempted to give it a Toxic Orb and Toxic Boost.
Yeah, that seems like the way to get the most power out of Zangoose, which is really...
I like how there are items specifically to poison your Pokemon before you start, when you start. So obviously I think Facade as the stab move.
Yeah, Facade seems like our best.
So Facade doubles in power if you're burnt, poisoned, or paralyzed. So we've equipped it with Toxic Orb, which the first turn that Zangoose switches in is going to poison. We get an attack bonus if we're poisoned from Toxic Boost, our ability. Then we double Facade's power for 140 power attack, and then we have Stab.
And Zangoose has a fairly respectable attack stat. I mean,
115, yeah.
It's not amazing, but it'll certainly do the job.
Yeah.
It won't necessarily do the job in OU, but hey, just trying.
Knockoff, because, it's a very useful...
You can't go wrong with knockoff, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it just gets Sword Stance.
I'm thinking, actually, that with Toxic Boost and attack investments, we probably don't... I don't know, I feel like going for a bit of coverage rather than...
that seems fair. I don't know if we'll have a huge amount of time to set up with a Zangoose.
Yeah, it's got good HP, but its defenses are not great.
And it's being a normal type makes it fighting weak, which is never a good thing to be.
Yeah. So the question that kind of came into my mind after that was, what moves that are super effective against fighting types does it include? We could give it Aerial Ace.
We could.
Or
That's
we could give it...
technically an option.
Let's see. We could give it... I like the idea of a Toxic Boost powered Poison Jab.
Poison Jab seems like it might be a decent option, honestly.
Poison Jab and perhaps Ice Punch for coverage?
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Actually, I think we might be better, rather than Ice Punch, perhaps something like... Actually, Close Combat could be fun. Or Brick Break.
Yeah, I suppose Close Combat's probably the better option of those, because it's more of a...
Yeah. Just because
high impact move.
I realised that we were going to get walled quite badly by Steel types.
Mm-hmm. So what's the cool Fire-type Pokemon? Because I feel like if we're worried about Steel types...
Yeah.
What about Blacephalon?
You're not in the chat, Ben. Are you going into the chat?
The chat does think that Poison Jab is a bad idea.
Poison Jab hits nothing. I mean, to be honest, like, Poison Jab is one of those moves I instinctively look at because of fairy types.
But at the same time...
Yeah.
I mean, if we've got Venusaur on the team, he's probably going to have...
Yeah. Ice Punch.
Let's go for Ice Punch now, and we can give better coverage later.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point, because also, even with the double boost, Facade will do more damage.
Mm-hmm. So Victini's been suggested, and Victini's great.
Yeah. Also, hello and welcome to the chat, Van Dooming. Good to see you here. Okay, Victory Star.
So can I talk you into using a Life Orb for a change? Because Life Orb Victini is a thing of beauty. Okay, so obviously it's going to have V-Create.
Okay, I've never used a Victini before, so I'm going to kind of hand this one over to you.
Okay, so you want V-Create in U-turn.
Okay.
I would go for Zen Headbutt for extra stab, but there's definitely room to do something else.
Yeah.
And Bolt Strike's being suggested by Smogon, which I don't remember where it got. Does Victini get Celebrate?
Yes, it does.
Oh, well, we could Zed Celebrate then. Partly because we've been told to.
Yeah,
and we can make our own decisions.
Yeah, we don't do that on this stream. We do what
I mean,
the chat
we do.
tells us.
They're just bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes we give them good ideas, and we find a way to salvage them into the rubbish.
We are very good at snatching hitting us from the jaws of victory. So we've actually had it suggested that we go special and use stored power with the Celebrate.
I mean, that would work, but it feels like a bit of a way. But then again, I guess if you're going to do the gimmick, why not commit to it, right?
Yep.
So
okay. We need to find stored power.
You could just type it in.
Or I could scroll down.
You could, yes.
Okay.
Searing Shot, maybe, or Blue Flare.
Blue Flare.
Those probably aren't legal. Thinking about it, because Blue Flare it got from a Gen 5 event, and I'm pretty sure Celebrate comes from a later event.
Yeah. In fact, I suspect we won't be able to. So I think for rather than Blue Flare, Searing Shot.
Searing Shot. And instead of V-Create, since we're not going special, I feel bad for just having the Smogon thing open, but that's just Focus Blast, which is a good move that could maybe actually hit things if it's on a Victini.
Yeah. Cool, we're going for Focus Blast.
I want to be more innovative, but like it's hard to argue.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, if not for Species Clause, I'd be arguing that we use a second physical Victini. So Pikachu has been brought up. However, Pikachu is Pikachu. Have we not used Pikachu? No, we've used Raichu.
Okay, it looks like. Let's do this.
I'm really sad that Cosplay Pikachu is not obtainable in Gen 7 because Cosplay Pikachu was great.
Okay, so.
In addition to being the best fighting game character.
We want.
Okay, we're definitely not using Eviolite Pikachu. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make a veto because no.
Light Ball.
Yes.
Light Ball is a silly move.
Light Ball
the
is the
silly
most
item.
broken item, except for the part where it only works on Pikachu.
So, let's be clear, Pikachu is not a very competent Pokemon. Okay. So, the obvious one is Volt Tackle, which I think is Pikachu's signature move.
So are we going to go for a physical Pikachu?
I'm trying to remember.
I was thinking special Pikachu because then we can surf and stuff.
I know, we
Like-
tried surfing Raichu.
We did try surfing Raichu, so I guess we have to try physical Pikachu. Damn. And then Pikachu could use Wish with that massive HP stat.
So, for people who have just come on, basically the idea of the stream is the chat tells us what Pokemon to use in a team. We try and put them together, usually in a silly combination, and then we use them in OU.
So the question is, if we're going to be going for a physical Pikachu, are we going to stick with the Light Ball, or are we going to give it Picanium Z so it can turn that into its unique Z move? No, because we've got Victini.
Yeah.
Who is actually capable of using a Z move to good effect.
Hey, I'm just going to say right now, for this stream, getting 3 people in the chat is a marvel.
Mm-hmm.
That aren't us. Like, this stream is going really well by our standards. Okay, so we're going to give it extreme speed.
Yep.
The idea of a Pikachu with Brick Break is just funny to me on so many levels, I'm not going to lie.
Oh man, we could be using Facade Toxicor Pikachu.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
We might actually genuinely want to use Brick Break for coverage.
Yeah.
And then maybe... Okay, so I feel like our options then are either Endeavour.
Will
because
Pikachu
we have no hit
survive? Will Pikachu...
Or Detect.
I was going to say Nuzzle for instant paralysis.
That's also an option. Paralysis is good.
I'm going to choose...
And will also benefit the rest of the team in a way that Pikachu surviving for one more turn won't.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Okay, we have a Pikachu. It's massive 4-point investment in special defense. Will serve it well, I'm sure.
I find it really funny that Pikachu became like the mascot.
I mean, would you prefer Clefairy?
I definitely wouldn't prefer the Clefairy that appeared in that manga, because that was just annoying.
Red Clefairy is amazing. I mean, it's the worst thing, and we might be better off as a species without it. But it's great and perfect. Okay, so Jigglypuff has come up. We could try Wigglytuff, I guess.
Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff, which is PU.
There's a good reason that this looks like a team that you find at 1,100 on the ladder. It's where we've been hovering. Okay, and then finally we've just had Bifurious come in and tell us to use Lawnmower Rotom.
Okay, so this team will exist.
Yeah, there is no coherence to this team. But that's okay, because we still respect it.
I feel like we need to try and work out a way. Like, I might have to try and seed the chat with people to give us viable ideas in future, so that our final team can manage to not be worse than literally every other team, including the team we built around, like, a Simipour.
That was an amazing team, and it set the standards for OU Singapore.
Sure. I've never even heard of Laser Focus. Man, Wigglytuff gets some moves, huh?
Wigglytuff gets a lot of moves. It's just like a lot of its stats are on par with Pikachu. Yes, Wigglytuff gets Stealth Rocks as well.
I think we should probably give it rocks. Like, if we're going to use it,
yeah.
Give it rocks, give it Magic Coat, give it screens.
So, one thing I've seen suggested with Wigglytuff, particularly if we're going competitive, which, let's be fair, is probably its best. Its best ability is, despite its really high HP, it's kind of really fragile. So you might as well give it Hyper Beam so it can suddenly fire off a massive thing. Because if it's gonna die anyway.
If we can predict right with it, it could deal a non-zero amount of damage.
Yeah. So let's give it Hyper Beam. Then I feel like Magic Coat, because Magic Coat is fun. And then
Seismic Toss?
Yeah, sure, why not?
So we probably want to replace those leftovers.
Yeah. Choice Spec Wigglytuff.
Yeah, Choice Spec Stealth Rock. Great.
I'm gonna vote Focus Sash.
Yeah,
so we can actually get
deal with thing.
We can actually get rocks up. I vote we ignore this for once.
Yeah, we probably want to go full special attack, full HP.
Yeah.
And 4 in
speed.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it
with a final massive speed stat of 127. It could definitely.
It could definitely do a thing. We've had it. So Sash. Oh yeah, sorry. I think I'm a bit off with my chat reading. So the last one is Rotom-Mow.
Yeah, good old Rotom-Mow.
One Rotom went to mow a meadow.
I think Rotom-Mow is my favourite visual design of any of the Rotoms.
It does just look like a mischievous spirit has possessed a lawnmower. Like, it says that perfectly.
It does also look like the most likely Rotom to kill you.
I don't know. I've faced too many Rotom washes to believe that. Rotom wash is really annoying. Ben,
so we yeah.
Do you know what movesets Rotom-Mow should have? Because I just realised I've never actually used a Rotom.
I mean, we're going to want to give it Volt Switch, right?
Yeah.
And if we're going to use Mow, then we probably want to give it Leaf Storm.
Good point.
Unless you really fancy Hidden Power Grass as an alternative.
Edible?
It's not a ghost type.
Oh, yeah.
Get great coverage from. Like, honestly, we might want to. What we might want to try is. Okay, so I don't know. It might not be the most powerful thing, but we could try for like a Trick Scarf. And then we can either hit harder or lock things into one move.
Yeah. Trick Scarf. So we've had suggestion of Pain Split, Defog, or so possibly Defog.
Yeah, Defog seems like it feels a very useful niche for our team that contains 2 normal types and a fire type.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we do actually give it the scarf, though.
Yeah. I knew that. Okay, so we have our theme. Not the worst team we've made, I think, just looking at it.
It does have some slightly excessive overloads, but we've done worse, and
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll do worse again.
Yeah. Okay, so we know you, we got our team. Let us battle.
We are the Untitled 13.
Oh,
Okay. We're using an event Pikachu. What's event about our Pikachu? It's probably extreme speed.
yeah. Which I want to keep, so we'll give it static. Because,
No, check validity first before we go back into battling.
Yeah.
Because I feel like...
it's valid.
Okay. I was worried that Volt Tackle was going to be an issue.
That's fair.
Okay, we're here. The team is very pink.
Yes,
but we
it
have
is.
a Wigglytuff.
Lead with Wigglytuff and try and get Stealth Rocks off.
Yeah. Lead with Wigglytuff, they won't know what to expect in the first turn, so...
And their Sableye is probably about to Mega Evolve and get Magic Guard. Magic Bounce, even.
We could Magic Coat it. That's literally the only thing we could do with.
Yeah. And you did knockoff instead.
Okay, Wigglytuff is objectively useless now.
Yeah.
Well, we've been stalled on turn 1.
Switching Zangoose.
To use Knockoff or Ice Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Pikachu's not going to be able to last I think Venusaur is our best option, honestly.
Oh! They're using Protect.
That makes sense. Now the question is, will they switch out this turn?
I think they're going to go for an Encore, actually.
That would make sense. So we want to... Okay, if you want to bring out Zangoose, get it poisoned.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not too bad for us then.
Knock off, and then... Because I don't want to risk firing off a close combat and then have it not.
Yeah, Slowbro is the only thing on their team that we can't knock something off of.
Yeah.
So... Chance of losing its Eviolite makes it pretty...
Oh. We got countered.
Well, that could have gone better. I guess maybe Pikachu as our remaining physical...
Yep. I mean, it's got 400 attack.
Yes, but it's also a Pikachu.
Haha, they didn't expect to counter it.
Yeah, I would have gone for a different move instead of Brick Break, but I didn't get time to say.
Yeah. I don't think Pikachu is going to survive, so we just Volt Tackle it.
Yeah, I think we should just Volt Tackle it, get what we can out of Pikachu, which is quite a lot. At least they didn't take out our Pikachu.
Haha!
Oh, and now we can get the rocks out.
Indeed. Shall we Seismic Toss it?
We should probably Seismic Toss it.
Another Seismic Toss, and then in the last turn, Hyper Beam.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Wait, I just realised we're going to die before we can use Hyper Beam.
We probably would have... I wouldn't be surprised if we did less than 100 with it anyway.
Yeah.
So no, this isn't going well. We are getting totally wrecked by Grumpy Wife. But all the same, we're going to achieve something.
We're not sure what that thing is, but by God, we're going to achieve it.
So we probably want to use stored power because it's... Okay, so the good news is we do more than half of its health and damage, so we can technically defeat this.
Yeah. Apparently, there was someone who used Celebrate as a way to run down the clock.
Yeah, that sounds like a amusingly stupid idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going for Searing Shot to try and poison it at this point. Burn it even.
It's probably going to be Magic Guard, though.
True. Keep going with stored power and hope for a crit. I think is R.
Yeah, because we can't switch out. And we don't have any way of gaining more stat boosts.
Yeah. They're gonna use Protect.
If only we had an Infiltrator Victini.
That would be amazing.
They can totally PP stall us on this one.
Yeah. We've got very low PP moves. Honestly, I'm actually going for it. We do actually switch out because we can't win this.
Yeah.
Venusaur and then...
We haven't taken down a single Pokemon, have we?
Nope. I think all the wandering... Oh, okay. People are still here. Okay, there we are.
Okay, we achieved something. Okay, we might want to switch into Victini because they're going to do something, I think, too. Okay, never mind. I overestimated the speed of Chansey for some reason. I don't know why I thought Chansey would be faster than a Mega Venusaur. No, most of what we've got is going to be hurt pretty bad by Tornadus. So
I feel like we just keep... Here comes the Z move.
We're not going to win this one, so we might as well just bash our heads against the problem.
Yeah. That's how I solve all my problems. Searing Shot, I think is our best move right now. On plus side, Searing Shot is super effective against their Shedinja.
Yeah, which they haven't even had to break out. Oh, well, that was lucky.
I told you, Victini could handle it. I'm not sure what they can handle, but they can handle it.
Apparently they can handle getting beaten up by a Sableye. Now, we can't trick it.
Also, we can't physically harm Shedinja with our Rotom's move out.
Okay, and we can't overcome Sableye's recovery. So I think we have to...
I think we have to say GG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to try a second battle with this team?
I think the rule is that we give all the teams a free battle chance.
We have to spend at least as long using it as we did building it.
I'm not sure quite that because some of our fights are quite short.
True.
I'm voting we go for Zangoose. We start with Zangoose.
Yeah, this is like a team we could win against. Like, Caterpie doesn't get... you might want to not use Facade because they can switch out, and we don't want to get countered by a team that consists 50% of the Butterfree line.
That's the most depressed sounding I've ever heard you be on this stream, Ben.
Look, I don't have high standards, but...
Oh yeah, they don't even need to toxic stall us. They just... We provide the toxic, they just need to stall.
Okay, we need to overcome Metapod. Because I'm going to be offended otherwise.
Let's celebrate.
What's the point in being at the bottom of the tier if you can't have adventures like...
They really like Screenshot.
I mean, to be fair, they don't have many choices.
That's true.
Oh, and they're going to switch in and make use of... Never mind. It's interesting that, like, despite of this team's composition, there have technically been opportunities for the player to take advantage through clever prediction. Or basic prediction.
Yeah, this isn't our finest team, I think, to be honest.
Maybe we should start running Metapod.
I'm just looking at the chat and I'm just like... What if we...
It's a shame there's no Mega Butterfree.
I feel like Mega Butterfree, what would happen is, you know the pink Butterfree from the anime?
Mm-hmm.
They come in, so it's like you're fighting two Butterfrees now. With all the power that two Butterfrees implies.
I imagine they'd add beat up to its moveset. but Mega Butterfree with parental bond.
Oh god! Butterfree gets Quiver Dance.
Oh, that's true.
Legitimately, oh god. Parental bond might be enough to get Butterfree banned to Ubers.
I get that. It's still Butterfree at the end of the... Even if it was Butterfree with, like, the extra stats. Also, like, parental bond wouldn't affect Quiver Dance.
True.
Because it's only attacking moves. Like, Mega Butterfree could be viable. But also, like, plenty of totally mediocre with potential Pokemon got Megas that didn't help them. Look at you, Pidgeot. Okay, we won. It's time to see if we can get best of 3.
It's time to see if we can... Okay, so what we've learnt here is that
Well,
our
we
team
need-
can just about handle a Caterpie and a Litwick.
Okay, so can we overcome Linoon is the new question. Are we dealing with Zangoose again, or are we going to try and go for a Wigglytuff Rocks lead?
Let's go for Wigglytuff.
Oh, they have good taste in Serperior. I wonder if they're building to... Oh, never mind. They're not even using the right kind of Serperior. They're using the good one.
Look at them with their competent abilities. This could be a problem.
This could be all of the problems.
Unless we switch in a Mega Venusaur and Sludge Bomb it.
Still did a pretty big number on our Venusaur.
Yep. So Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I had a question, given that so before the stream actually started, we were talking about roleplay systems, because we both do roleplay. And I wanted to ask, between us, we've tried a lot of attempts to make Pokemon work in a roleplay system. which system has been your favourite?
I think of the various attempts I've been involved with, we are probably... Sorry, I was distracted by us being challenged.
We'll get to that after we've done this battle. After we've lost this.
I think that using Fate Accelerated worked best out of the things I've tried, purely because it's a solid, basic system, and there's not too far wrong you can go with it.
I think Fate Accelerated for me worked for games where the players did not expect to have their team change much.
Yeah, I think that really one of the biggest problems with Pokemon is that characters are... One player has to juggle up to 7 characters at minimum, and...
I'm going to use Searing Shot because it's probably going to use Raw. Oh.
Huh. Fun fact. I did not know that Searing Shot was affected by Bulletproof.
Neither did I. We learn
In
something
Japanese,
every day
it's called
here.
Flame Bomb.
That would make sense.
That.
Yeah.
It's one of the little quirks of translation is how Bulletproof becomes like almost impossible to work out without looking up what it affects, because it's not consistent what is a ball or a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked away and we're winning. Okay, this team is good, apparently. Technically.
This team has passed the test. Okay, let's fight Randoming.
Let's get stream sniped.
Oh man. I'm just gonna hit
This
it.
might be bad.
Randoming, you can't call this team terrible because you're in the chat and you're suggesting things. But therefore, you're actually saying your team is terrible. I'm making shit up.
I mean, that's not the worst argument that I've seen today.
What
I've
is the
been
worst
on
argument?
Twitter most of the day.
I was gonna say, what is the worst argument you've heard? And then you said, I've been on Twitter.
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest, that went much better than I expected.
It probably wouldn't have... Hold on, I'm going to quickly see. So what you can do is... Pokemon damage calculator. I want to see if Zangoose would have been one hit KO'd with that. We haven't put any moves on Zangoose. We haven't put any defense EVs on Zangoose, so I'm not going to change any of this. Volcarona.
Let's just assume it's a standard equivalent for Volcarona.
Yeah.
Okay, so it probably would have one hit KO'd.
The thing was that's before the Quiver Dance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, so we would have been completely swept.
Literally the only thing that stopped Volcarona from killing us is the fact that it missed.
Let's try and pick a Pokemon for our next team that can withstand a Volcarona.
I mean, we don't get to choose. Like, I keep
I
saying...
said try. I believe in the power of positive thinking. That's a lie.
I thought you believed in power of puns.
Puns are a form of positive thinking because you say a thing and you hope against hope that someone will find it actually amusing.
Yeah.
Okay, Conkeldurr has been suggested. Conkeldurr is a cool Pokemon. It's time for some construction.
It's time for some construction and a clown. So it's actually holding 2 cement blocks. It's actually using 2 cement blocks that it made itself. In fact, its Pokédex entry states that Conkeldurr invented cement and then taught humans how to use it. So, are we going to give it a burn orb and go with guts?
Oh, but wouldn't
We're going to give it...
wouldn't Sheer Force Life Orb be better? Oh, how does that add up? I'm just going to hit the damage calculator. Give me a minute. Because I can't percentages.
The other thing with guts is that if we're burnt, we don't need to worry about other status effects.
That's true, and burns are everywhere.
Yeah.
Equally, though, it feels like it's kind of wasting Conkeldurr's really nice bulk.
Again, if you give it a sheer power life orb.
Yeah, but then it's not taking life orb damage.
Wait, does sheer force nullify life orb?
Sheer force nullifies the recoil from life orb.
I have never heard of this.
Yeah. But only if it's a move that sheer force already affects. But trust me, I've used sheer force on a billion things, by which I mean Nidoking.
Oh.
Yeah. So the real question is what as long as it gets like the moves to use it with. That's the tricky part.
So the big one is Mach Punch, because a Mach Punch coming off of that attack.
Won't the Mach?
Wait, Mach Punch has an extra ability.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's affected according to the list of affected moves on Bulbapedia. Yeah, an additional effect is in battle secondary effects that occur when you use a move, rather than traits of a move like priority.
Okay, so
Mach Punch. I mean, you won't get the sheer force boost on Mach Punch, is the thing.
No, but we're still getting Life Orb off of a base 140 attack stab.
We will be taking a Life Orb recoil, though.
That's true. Okay.
I think we want to look and see if we can build a decent Life Orb Conkeldurr, which it looks like we might not be able to, honestly.
Yeah. It doesn't have that much extra.
No. Okay. So we do want to go either Guts or Iron Fist.
I want to go Guts.
Okay. I can get
I've been swept by too many Guts Flame Orb Conkeldurrs to not give it Guts.
Okay, so Drain Punch to go with the Flame Orb?
Yep. Earthquake.
Facade.
I still kind of want to give it Mach Punch, to be honest.
Yeah, Mach Punch is good. I'm not going to say no to Mach Punch.
Particularly as we have very little speed.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to punch things in the face.
Okay, so we've had 3 other Pokemon suggested. Unfortunately, one of them's Metapod. So I'm going to pretend I didn't read that.
We're not allowed to do that, and you know that.
Okay, so the Metapod, meta-defining set. Yeah, we want to go for Eviolite, Shed Skin. We'll take Bug Bite, Iron Defense, Electro Web, I would say.
Screenshot.
Electro Web does, we're not, how many ground types are we going to want to lower the defense of? Tackle. For coverage.
That is one of the most depressing words I've ever heard. We want to do
Are you sure it's not as depressing as the words bulky physical sweeper?
I'm going to put it in special defense because we can, use iron defense.
I don't know. I feel like you want because our defense is fine because we've got iron defense.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been accused of being a coward for not wanting to use Metapod. So I guess we need to also use Toxic. We're turning into like a fighting monotype plus Metapod.
That would be the best gym. Like, the entire gym is just made out of Metapods.
Well, they tried to a mirror match.
Should we put team building on hold? Hold on. I'm going to put Toxic.
Oh yeah, no, that's our team, not their team, duh. Mianfu. Mianshao, sorry, don't use Mianfu. I mean, Mianfu's great, but...
I mean, one thing I will say, we are allowed to choose which one in the... We are usually allowed to choose which one in the evolutionary line we choose. Right, let's do this.
Okay.
I have a new and improved team.
We don't know what that Volcarona's other two moves were. They could have been bad ones.
Yeah.
I think Volcarona can get Spring Shot. Spring Shot?
Okay, I've got an idea.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, it's got a Z. Well, possibly a Megastone purely for trick countering, but probably a Z Crystal.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're done.
With this team, or just like forever?
I think we're done with this fight.
We have to lose honorably.
Yeah.
And use extreme speed to deal a non-zero amount of damage to this Volcarona as we go down.
Yeah. Come on, Pikachu. Wait, Wigglytuff has a focus sash. You know what this means. We're going down properly.
Yeah, Pikachu actually really did. Like ball.
We have to recharge, don't we?
If it was the light orb, then that would imply like some sort of Generation 3 third version where there's a team trying to like revive Pikachu so that they can electrify the whole world, making it a better environment for Pokemon somehow.
Would the leader of that team be the guy from Moral City Gym? Also, it took 4 of our team, but we did beat Volcarona.
Okay, so we have a frog and we have Kung Fu Weasel.
No. Right, Kung Fu Weasel. Kung Fu Weasel.
What's Kung Fu Weasel's ability going to be?
Regenerator.
Yeah. Does it get U-turn? It must get U-turn. I hope it gets U-turn.
Actually,
I've never used a Mianshao.
Yeah, it doesn't... It gets, like, as far as I can tell, Reckless is just for high jump kick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do Toxicroak first because my brain can't handle it if we go in wrong order.
Fair.
Okay,
We're not going to turn this into a rain team. But also Poison Touch isn't really actually good because it stops us getting off better status effects. But I guess we might not have any on this team by the time we're done.
Yeah.
We can always switch over once we know what we've built.
Yeah.
What we're responsible for.
What are we going to be responsible for?
I mean, if we blame the chat hard enough, nothing.
That's true. So, one of the things I've always found annoying is how the EV system works, because it actually basically shuts down mix sweepers. Or like mix walls.
Yeah, it's very tricky to pull that off well.
So if we're wondering why we tend to do a special or a physical sweeper, that's why.
I mean, there are Pokemon that can do it.
Yeah.
But we never get told to use them.
Nope. I'm still trying to work out what to give Toxicroak.
Would you like me to look at the Smogon standard suggested sets so we can learn what the general meta assumption of a Toxicroak is?
You get Super Fang.
I mean, it does.
I'm giving
It
it
does
Super
get
Fang.
Super Fang. We could give it Super Fang.
So Super Fang automatically does half of the opponent's damage, half of the opponent's current HP and damage.
The question is, do we want to only be dealing half of the current HP? I guess it's good as a backup move, but we're not going to... So, Toxicroak gets Swords Dance and Nasty Plot, and I feel like if we're going to be spending turns Super Fanging, then we're committing to not using either Swords Dance and Nasty Plot.
Sorry, the stream suddenly came on. Yeah. So we can't really use both of them.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if we had Super Fang and a boosting move, then we can have a very narrow moveset.
Yeah. On the other hand, I feel Super Fang is useful against a lot of Pokemon.
That's fair. I mean, I'm coming at it from the assumption that the rest of our team can consistently lift weight.
Yeah. We do have Metapod.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys gave us a doozy.
I mean, it's not a bad Pokemon.
No.
It gets Gunk Shot.
Yeah, Gunk Shot.
Although I guess, do we want to be a special Toxicroak?
I was thinking we could create Minshao for special sweeper.
Does Minshao get the stats and does it get the moveset to pull off special sweeping?
Actually, not really. Okay, so we're going for a special Toxicroak.
Okay, so Sludge Bomb?
Yeah.
Or Sludge Wave?
Sludge Wave. Hold on, let's make it easier for ourselves.
Do we want Vacuum Wave or do we want Focus Blast?
I kind of like Vacuum Wave. I like having this theme that our fighting types have, kind of priority moves.
Because they need to go before Metapods.
Yeah.
Actually,
wait, if we're using... Metapod's sole purpose is going to try and be to slow people down.
That's technically true. So do we want to go for Hidden Power or do we want to go for a Dark Pulse? Or we could also have Vacuum Wave in addition.
No, Hidden Power Rock.
Ice is the hidden power that's suggested by default on Smogon, but I mean, if you think this team has different needs...
Thing is, this team needs stuff to hit flying types.
Yeah, which Ice certainly can do.
But the other thing is, actually, Toxicroak probably wants to be able to hit psychic types.
So Dark Pulse then?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so we're definitely doing high special attack and minus attack. Do we want to go bulky or do we want to go for speed?
85 is not really
Yeah.
quality speed.
Cool. I'll just stick 4 in defense.
And what's our item going to be?
That is a very good question. To be honest, given that Toxic Rage falls over if a Psychic so much as looks at it, I feel like Focus Sash might be a good one.
Okay, Sash it is.
Yep. I think I might need to take...
Go for Dry Skin to try and counteract, to try and be clever with switches, or do we want to just say Poison Touch?
I think we want to go for Dry Skin just because we don't have any contact moves other than Super Fang.
Okay, so me and Shao.
Right, I'll be back in a sec. I just need to go to Blue.
Okay.
Ben, do some elevator music while we wait.
I'm not going to sing. I am going to look at me and Shao and see what its deal is. So it gets some pretty good moves. Its problem is that its best fighting move is high jump kick, which has a pretty good chance of missing. It's like 75% hit chance, I want to say, or 75 accuracy, unless I'm misremembering, which I might be. I could have this information in front of me, but I don't. Okay, yeah, it's 90% accuracy, which is good by the standards of inaccurate moves, but it's really not what you want. And if it misses, then it's going to get hurt and basically be out of the game because it's not that tough. So we're going to have to go for that, really. It gets Fake Out, which is always good. U-Turn we'll probably want to pick because that's going to let it get offensive momentum and switch out, triggering its Regenerator ability, which will give it back hit health, which it desperately needs. And I would say that probably the best fourth move for it. Well, we've got a few choices. We could Sword Stance if we think that we're going to be able to pull it off, but I don't know if we are. There's Bounce. Bounce could be a gimmick.
Yeah,
this feels like the kind of stream where we'd use Bounce. Okay, so good news. I've been working out a Mian-Shou set and it involves using Bounce.
Sounds good.
This isn't good, but it's like a move that we could use. So like the actual stuff that we should have is high jump kick.
Yeah.
And U-turn and Fake Out. That's my stance on the matter. And then Bounce is a bad move and we should probably go for Sword Stance instead.
That is fair.
But like Bounce was there.
Minchao is one of those Pokemon where it gets a lot of really fun stuff, but none of it doesn't really pull together into a coherent direction.
I mean, it gets Reckless and high jump kick.
Yeah, but doesn't get anything else to go with it. It gets Regenerator, which is a fantastic ability, but it's also pretty fragile.
Yeah, it's an interesting Pokemon.
I mean, I like it, but it's tricky. Okay, what do we want to go for Minchao?
Well, we're definitely not playing the standard Minchao, so we don't want to go for Choice Scarf. And we've
Focus Sash.
I think Life Orb, honestly.
Okay.
It gives us a bit more.
Get more punch, and we do have Regenerator to try and
get
around.
Life Orb boosted U-turns are always good.
Yeah.
No, the good news. Oh, Ninjask. Ninjask is our fifth Pokemon. We're going for a dual type fighting bug. So I guess if anyone can suggest another bug type in the chat,
I feel like
better than Metapod.
The logical ending to that would be Heracross, but
oh, that's true. But we have to be granted.
Mm-hmm.
So Ninjask wants speed boost because it's a good ability. Ninjask is a bad Pokemon, but it has one of the best abilities in the game.
Yeah. Thing is, Ninja's speed is already stupidly high. It's base 160. And we can no longer use Baton Pass to get over speed boosts. So does Ninjask actually want speed boost?
I guess we could go for Infiltrator.
Yeah, it's just like, what would we be fighting that would be able to outrun a Ninjask? Like, we're looking at some very peculiar choice scarfs there, I think. Or, a boosted Volcarona.
True. So
I think actually it really wants Swords Dance.
yeah. What I was about to look up is whether Z Swords Dance is a thing that's got any value to it.
I remember looking at it.
No. It increases lowered stats. That's not a concern for us. I think we probably want to give it some sort of Z crystal.
Yeah. So I'm thinking possibly.
Does it get X Scissor?
It gets
Leech Life?
Yeah, Leech Life. Area Ace?
What, for stab?
Yeah, and also no coverage.
I mean, it is its best flying move.
Yeah.
The PU standard set does include Aerial Ace.
Yeah.
And it's good enough for PU, it's good enough for us.
I think its final best choices are Double Edge Return or Night Slash.
I'd be inclined to go for either Return or U-Turn.
Oh yeah, U-Turn is a thing.
So I guess we're going to go for Bugginium Z.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to have meaningful offense. I mean, it's either that or a Sash to Swords Dance with.
Let's give it Bugginium Z, see how that works. Okay, so we have one more slot in our bug fighting team, apparently.
Now, there's a time for someone to suggest a cool bug or a cool fighting type or completely destroy what semblance of theme we have. Some people just want to watch the world burn, and they can be you. Okay, Machamp. Machamp has been suggested.
Yeah.
It's a cool Pokemon. It has 4 arms. It knows strength.
I am very fond of Machamp. No guard?
No guard. We've already got... there's no point in going guts.
Dynamic Punch?
Yeah. Is there anything else that's good and inaccurate that Machamp can get?
I've put it in order of inaccuracy. Stone Edge.
Oh, Stone Edge. Technically, he gets at least get a half decent special move pool. If not for the part where it would mean using special moves.
I mean, back in Gen 2, it would regularly carry Fire Blast.
Yeah, but back in Gen 2, that was Gen 2.
Gen 2 was a silly gen.
Gen 2 had enough things for the meta to start existing. But I say that, obviously...
Hey, Gen 1 had a perfectly... good meta. It was called Taurus.
Gen 1 meta is kind of interesting, but also, there were so few things.
I've given Fuel Chop because I wanted to.
Okay.
I feel like we're going for a choice band here, to be honest, or like a choice item.
Yeah. So do we want to go maybe Mega Kick?
Yeah. And then I think we're just gonna go Assault Vest or choice band.
Choice band because it doesn't have special defense.
Jolly good. Okay.
Okay, let's get wrecked.
All we have to do is hope that we don't come across a single flying type move. Oh, apparently, Twitch is having some problems. Apparently Twitch is having some issues.
Well, the upside is that this is going to get
put on YouTube, yes.
archived.
So I am on YouTube as Mattilda S. If you search Sunless-T Let's Play, you'll find me, or make a team stream.
I was going to say, imagine if you searched on the Sea Let's Play, you'll probably find many, many other people as well.
Only one that I found.
Huh. I guess it's not the world's most, video friendly, but... Okay, so I'm calling it. The first team we're going to come up against is going to have a Tornadus. The second will have a Talonflame.
And the third will have a Therian.
Okay, I lose, but also we lose.
You know what we forgot to give any of our Pokemon?
What?
Ice type moves.
What's the worst that could happen? Didn't we give Toxicroak? No, we gave it. Okay.
Alright, let's go for Toxicroak.
49%. I know that's a rounding thing, but still. Still.
That's an annoying berry. Aha!
So it's one of those things where there are probably good Pokemon on this team. Pokemon that could hypothetically be considered MVP. But also they're on this team, so they're not going to get a chance to show off.
I mean, they just switched in a Metagross. Oh. Aha! Like I was saying, they just switched in a Metagross.
Okay, well, that went well.
Oh yeah, Fake Out's a thing.
Fake Out is very a thing. We have a Pokemon that carries Fake Out.
Yeah.
I guess we could try an Electro Web it.
Yeah, let's do this. You also don't have anything that can take out, get rid of,
Super effective! And then I guess we...
Oh man, Toxic. The one thing a Metapod never expected to do. Oh, shit's in!
Okay, no, we want to spam Iron Defense, I'd say. Like, if we can get our defense up to max, then...
we can annoy them to death.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay, I think that Volcarona might be able to one-shot us, but we should probably Electro Web just to be safe. Well, the good news is we made them burn a Z move.
On a Metapod?
The bad news is they felt comfortable burning a Z move on a Metapod.
I'm going to Stone Edge them with the champ. That's an Among Us. Oh! So it turns out a Stone Edge from a champ can do a sizable amount of damage to Among Us.
The bad news is they're probably going to bring in something that was a Stone Edge next. Like Gliscor.
Don't resist it. Because it's part flying.
Oh. Also, it's too fast to heal, so that was fun. Okay. We're not going to take down this.
No.
Remotely. I would maybe bring in Ninjask because it flies. And I feel like we might be getting an Earthquake. Okay, Stealth Rocks aren't good for this team, but yeah.
Oh, I forgot to give it.
On the plus side, they haven't used any screens, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Ah! Behold the power of our sweeping ninjas, because exactly as I intended. Wow, that is far more damage.
On the plus side, we're gonna, like, even if it has a priority move, I don't think we'll go down immediately. He said, hoping. Yeah.
Oh.
My ninja. Okay, so it's gonna fake out again.
Yep.
So the problem is everything else we have is a fighting type, and thus weak to Metachance, presume psychic moves.
I'm going to switch in Concorder because.
Oh no, Conkelda's speed fell.
I think.
Facade will do for most of anything we've got to. But yeah, that's a problem. Ninja's our only thing that can hurt it, and it. We didn't think about that.
We didn't, did we?
On the plus side, we have a much weaker fake out.
Oh man, who would have thought that Medicham would be our downfall? Who could have predicted that this team would have problems with psychic types?
But to be fair, we managed to achieve something on the way to our downfall, and we only made some bad tactical decisions. Like, we didn't sacrifice our Ninjask when we really should have. They used a Z move on a Metapod.
Really, if you think about it, we're all losers.
Whoever loses, we lose.
We're about to run out of BP, I think.
Well, we can struggle.
The struggle is real.
Maybe I'll take us down before we have to get reduced to struggling.
We're already reduced to struggling.
Yeah, but they might, like, if they hadn't boosted, we could have been taken down beforehand. I have to say it's a good thing that you don't, like, remotely care about your position on the ladder.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about my position on the ladder when I'm playing normally, so I don't see why I'd care now. I mean, the only time I've got into the 2000s before, but that was on random doubles.
Okay, there's a number of good Pokemon on the other team.
That's not allowed.
To be fair, there are some good Pokemon on our team.
I'm gonna hit them
They're
with the
just
champ.
saddled with the rest of this team.
You're part fairy. Not you, Ben.
No, I'm 100% human. I was very confused where you were going with this. Oh, from the point of view of not punching it.
Oh, hey, do you remember how we were saying that we needed to fear flying types?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
we probably should have had Flyinium, Zed, really.
yeah.
We're saying that psychic types are also our downfall.
We have a lot
The
of
problem-
downfalls.
The problem is all of our team's coverage is a Ninjask.
Hey, to be fair, I'm going to admit, if we had gone with your first instinct and taken, gone with your first instinct and given it bounce. Don't sell yourself short.
That's true. Okay, well, we managed to get a super effective hit off.
But
Much harder than our last.
more importantly, we've slowed it down.
Yeah. But also, we've dealt a good 14% of its HP.
Oh man.
Now, the problem is it resists lots of things that we have.
Yeah. I think just a good old...
You do realize that you've slowed it down and then you're throwing out something that's really weak. That's really slow, rather. And also that we're not going to be...
Yeah, I realised all of that just as I picked Concorder. Like, my brain took a moment to catch up with what I was actually doing.
Yeah. Well.
If you're wondering, I am like this a lot.
On the plus side, we're not exactly dealing with high stakes here.
No.
But hey, we've managed to take 2 down. This is...
We're not going to get
Relatively.
6-0'd. Just.
Okay, Volcarona's quiver dancing. That's not good.
Why didn't I do... never mind.
Okay, come on, Mianchao. You just have to defeat 4 Pokemon. Well...
So...
Okay, yeah, I agree with the chat that Volcarona is the MVP of this stream. We haven't used it.
But it's still the MVP. To be fair, we do between 2... Come on! Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm gonna try and Electro Web it. Because if I can slow it down enough, we might be able to get Machamp to fire off a, what's it called?
Plus, we get super effective damage.
Oh. Bye-bye.
That special defense investment didn't really help, huh?
Right.
That's still not very effective.
I don't care.
That's fair.
Wait.
We might be able to take it down through recoil.
Toxic Sash. Focus Sash, even.
Yeah.
Toxic Croak. Words. Is Razor Agent watching the stream and just went over a ladder and hoped? Because
I think...
oh my god, like the one team, a single Tornadus, had the chance to easily has a chance to wipe out.
That was like our moment of turning around on the street and seeing Death walking behind you.
Yeah, and then we knocked Death out with a Toxic Croak.
Yeah, I mean, that's always how these stories go, right?
I mean, usually you play chess with Death. So shall we do one more, shall we do, one
third
more
team?
Yeah.
I think we should give a third shot at Pokemon.
Okay.
There are chess-themed Pokemon. Let's use the chess-themed Pokemon. It's a very good Pokemon. It could be MVP, thus dooming our team to being all physical sweepers all the time.
Bishop! You may have noticed that it evolves from Pawniard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, look at it. Van Doomy is suggesting a Landorous variant.
Okay. We've got a Bishop and a Landorous-T. This team will be hypothetically capable of achieving things. I'm happy. So we want to give it a knockoff.
Yeah.
And we want to give it Iron Head. And we want to give it move number 3, and we want to give it move number 4.
My heart is telling me Hone Claws, but I think that's mainly Vidurant in me.
Yeah, we shouldn't give it Hone Claws. We could give it Sword Stance. Or Sucker Punch. Or Sleep Talk.
I feel like Stone Edge would be a good...
What does it hit that we're not going to be able to hit otherwise, though? Especially when we've also got Lando.
Yeah. Taunt?
I don't know about Taunt. I don't think it's quite got the defense. I think we go all out. I think we go Sucker Punch, and either we buff or we go for like something else that uses its nice attack. Like I'd say Sword Stance or Power Up Punch.
I'm tempted to say Power Punch.
Okay.
I think
what's our item going to be? Do we go Orb? Do we go... He doesn't have a special defense to make Vest worthwhile, I don't think.
I mean, Vest would put it over 250 special defense.
Okay, if you want to try a Vest.
So
Landorous. Landorous-T does everything.
Yeah.
Basically.
I have run into it a lot. Knockoff?
I mean, knockoff is solid.
I'm
inclined to say Stone Edge U-turn, but...
Stone Edge U-turn and then Choice Scarf?
Yeah. Okay, Swanner.
That's a little more unusual.
That's a little more back on track.
That's more like our brand.
We're getting back in our lane. Okay, what are Swanner's abilities? I genuinely don't know anything about Swanner.
Keen Eye, Big Pecs, and Hydration.
Okay, this ain't a rain team.
I feel like giving it Hydration less because... I feel like giving it Hydration less because it'll be good for this team, but more... The hypothetical possibility of us running to a rain team makes it a better choice for Swanner.
Yeah, we're more likely to have that than for someone trying to debuff our Swanner.
Yeah. I just stubbed my...
You stubbed your toe from far away by the sounds.
I was just reaching over to turn the lights on.
No. So, Swanner, what's Swanner's deal? Swanner has equal attacking stats, but it doesn't look like it gets any... Okay, it doesn't get any good water-type physical moves, except for Aqua Jet. We could go for a Brave Bird Aqua Jet set, go physical, but we probably need a special Pokemon more, and it does get Hurricane.
Yeah, Scald, Hurricane, Boost, and Defog.
Yeah, Defog, I guess. He's going to be as good as we're going to get.
Leftovers.
Leftovers, you think it's gonna?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. God,
Leftovers. There.
I honestly would have maybe said Life Orb, but
That's because you always say Life Orb.
that's because Life Orb's good. YOLO, you only Life Orb.
Oh man, apparently, I was gonna make a joke about Drake, but I can't.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Okay.
I'm hitting random on Bulbapedia and it just suggested Fione. Let's not use Fione.
I mean, that indicates that Bulbapedia also wants us to be using a rain team. Let's not use a rain team. Actually, there is one Pokemon that I feel the chat should be suggesting.
What is that one Pokemon?
It's one
And
that we've
why?
run into a lot. The one that's been suggested as the MVP.
So we're going to use... I feel like we could probably get away with Volk A. Roni.
In the meantime,
But
we
yes.
also have Celebi.
Yeah, Celebi's a cool Pokemon.
It's really weird seeing Celebi in UU.
Is it? Wasn't it in UU last gen?
Yeah, but like part of my brain is still like thinking about, second gen, and like going, oh, it's in the same category as Mew.
Well, Mew wasn't that great all the time. Okay, the good news is someone in the chat has said Volcarona. The bad news is we've also been told not Volcarona, you get Larvesta.
I'm gonna call Pat Bat said it first.
That's true. I mean, to be fair, we did lead some very leading questions like, can someone please say Volcarona?
It's all been suggested as the MVP for the stream. But the thing is, because the point of the final stream is that we're not going to, we're just copying and pasting the last Pokemon in, the MVPs in. We're not changing them at the start of the stream. So, I think we kind of want to do, the reason I wanted someone to suggest Volcarona is that so we could make it before the final stream.
Mm-hmm.
I think
also,
Celebi should be annoying.
Since we don't have to worry about Nintendo rules, just Smogon rules, there's nothing stopping us from having a Volcarona and nicknaming it Larvesta.
True.
The best of both worlds.
I've gone for an annoying Celebi. Wait, does it get...
It's not as good as an annoying Mew, but...
No, I was just trying to see if it gets Infestation. But it doesn't.
No. Binding Band Infestation Mew is fun. It's not the best thing in the world, but everyone hates it when you use it against them, and what's the point of video games if not to make other people hate you over the internet?
I've seen you use that. It was incredibly frustrating to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do we want...
I mean, that wasn't real time.
Flame Body or Swarm?
I think Swarm. Like, it feels a bit weird to be suggesting one of the more attack on low health abilities, but I don't think we're going to have much to worry about from contact moves being used against us.
Quiver Dance? Flamethrower?
Flamethrower. We've seen the dangers of using Fire Blast. People have been using Bug Buzz against us a lot, so I think we probably want to go with that to be fair to the spirit of the... And I don't think we've ever seen a fourth move on a Volcarona.
No.
Hurricane? Oh, Hidden Power Ice could be good, yeah.
Yeah, I think Hidden Power Ice.
Oh yeah, we've already got a flying type. We've already got Hurricane on the team, haven't we?
Yeah, or Giga Drain, actually.
I mean, is the coverage from Giga Drain worth using?
Giga Drain hits water, rock, and ground types.
Yeah, don't mind me. I just forgot how good of a type grass is. I've only been playing Pokemon since it came out, to be fair. You can't expect me to know things like what the basic traits of the grass type are.
Ben, shall we go for Life Orb?
Yeah.
Alright. Final one. Final team member. I feel like about 30% of this team is us going, right, next Pokemon. Tell your friends about the stream, because it's one of those streams that gets more fun with more people in the chat. Until
Except
the
for the part where they only get to pick one more Pokemon today.
Yeah.
I mean, hypothetically, Larvesta has been suggested, but I don't know if we want to count that because we have got Bokor in it.
We can have a look at Larvesta, and if we get another suggestion.
Well, the good news is that Larvesta has all the tools to be a bulky pivot in Little Cup, according to its Smoggle analysis.
Oh man, that sounds great.
It does face competition from a physical fire type from Ponyta. Okay, Blissy's been suggested.
God, this team's dangerously close to being good.
This team is like 40%, like not 40%, that's not how percentages work. Only 2 Pokemon in this team aren't OU. Okay, we want to go Seismic Task, we want to have Wish.
I don't know why I just picked up there.
Because Soft Boiled is unique and thus appealing.
Protect.
Yeah.
And Toxic.
Mm-hmm. Then we give it the leftovers.
Do we want to do that, or do we want to turn up its special defense?
How are we going to turn up its special defense?
By moving.
Oh, you meant that. I thought you meant instead of leftovers. I think boosting its special defense is probably better playing to its strengths. We're not going to be leaving it in against physical tanks, are we?
No.
Yeah, Blissy's main thing is being a huge sack of hit points and special defense.
Yeah. That's what Blissey does. Okay, we have a team. I'm just going to...
I will point out that within a minute of Blissey being suggested, we were told to go Specs. I don't know if that was for Larvesta or Blissey. I feel like we're failing on some level by not trying Specs Blissey, but also Specs Blissey.
Landorous has a lead.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Landorous is, really.
Do we want to go Earthquake, or do we want to predict a switch?
I mean, do you think it's likely? It's not likely to stay in, is it?
No. Shall we go U-turn so you can switch out from whatever comes in?
Yeah, because there is definitely a Mega on this team, so...
I'm going to have to go for Swanna.
Okay, I mean, it wouldn't have been... Okay, well, we've got Swanna out now.
Scald, and we can defog.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, as far as Pokemon that Swanna can't deal with, Rotom-Mow is up there.
Hi, Swanna.
On the plus side, they have to switch their Pokemon first.
Yeah. I think they go for rocks again.
Yeah, probably.
There we are. That solved the problem. Just pointed out that we don't have
What don't we have?
Blissey wasn't quite finished.
What did we not finish? Oh. Right. Well, who needs EVs?
That was a bad... Why doesn't that Blissey?
Because you were thinking about it on account of the whole EV thing.
For some reason, I keep thinking Landorous-T has Toxic Heal, and I think it's because it is very similar to, what's it called in playstyle? Bicycle?
Yeah, I guess it is like Gliscor, but more so.
Yeah, it's Gliscor's more competent cousin.
Gliscor's competent.
Yeah, but
Gliscor's trying. Just because Gliscor doesn't have a job yet doesn't give you the right to lose your Volcarona so immediately like that. I'm not entirely sure why you quivered out there, to be honest.
I think I was just really distracted, to be honest. Like, sorry guys, I've kind of been just a distracted silliness.
We're clearly not ready to try and use a good team.
I mean, I just feel weird that I'm actually trying in OU, and I'm not using a Durant.
The good news is you've been told the chat has claimed that they don't expect you to win. That's not the appeal.
We know our brand.
Hashtag respect the brand. Well, Sylveon didn't last.
I'm just gonna keep going with Landorous-T using Stone Edge until
the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Have we seen Ditto yet?
Yes, it briefly came out and became Landorous.
Right, great. That's probably why I didn't take it in. My brain just immediately went, oh yes, Landorous. Well, that's not great. Does Rotom still have its item? No. That literally happened last turn. So we're probably going to both Sucker Punch, right? That's definitely what's going to happen here. No? Okay. Well, sorry for misleading you.
I'm really sorry, Randoming. Apparently this hurts to watch.
Yes. Yes.
What? Come on! That'll be.
Can you imagine how much different this stream would be if we'd spent some time focusing on getting like actively good at OU first? Like,
if I was paying attention, that might actually help.
Yeah. Step one is to get your head in the game, or at least out of not the game. I'm not sure where that sentence was going or where it went. But
Good news is Synchronize won't bother us now if we Toxic.
Mm-hmm. The bad news is it's an Umbreon.
But we do have Recover ourselves.
And I guess we need to say, yeah, I guess we do need to save Leaf Storm for
Rotom-Mow.
the road. Okay. So we can heal every turn and we have Leech Seed, but they have Foul Play to deal more damage than we're dealing to them.
Yep.
So this is going to be a
Also,
bit of an
I
interesting...
think we're a turn ahead in terms of toxic damage.
Yeah.
Not fun. So this is what happens when two walls fight each other. It's very silly and not particularly interesting.
Okay. Okay. We're in the zone.
Let's do this. Leaf Storm! We win! And
Woo.
we are over the 1,100 mark. Okay, so that's one win for this team.
This team is like one Pokemon off being a viable team.
I think it's one player being a viable team.
I mean, that too. Okay. Okay, they've got some Pokemon, huh?
This is gonna be a rain team. They're
Swanna has hydration, right?
Yeah. They're
Okay,
also
great.
probably gonna start with Pelipper. So I vote Stone Edge just to get an immediate thing off.
Yeah, sure.
And watch as Stone Edge misses. Stone
I
Edge.
mean, you wouldn't pick Stone Edge if you wanted attacks to hit.
Stone Edge, or the technical term, Stone Miss. Oh. We've learnt a valuable lesson just now.
Yeah. Fair Pelipper. Maybe don't send out a grass type to deal with the Pelipper. Why are we using Hurricane?
Because it's a neutral attack and it's got 100% accuracy in main.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, Blissey is our special... Yeah, I guess. Either Celebi or Blissey. So unless we see Therathorn here...
See, I actually expected them to use Swampert because, you know, physical Reaper.
True, true. So who do we bring in to deal with that power-up punch?
Volcarona and then Giga Drain?
Sure.
Oh. Oh, that's actually really convenient.
They're not going to keep Therathorn out.
No, but
Oh,
it
yes,
gives us
but
a turn
we-
to... It gives us a setup turn.
I can't believe I forgot that Volcarona has Quiver Dance.
Oh yeah, we've got a life orb Volcarona, I forgot. Oh well, let's keep eating people's souls. Nom 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 nom. You can't outrun us. Nom nom nom.
Oh,
nom.
that's true. It can't, can it?
Because
See,
of...
I was genuinely about to say I would have used Feral Thorn to try and deal with this Volcarona. Then,
They
I wonder why they forfeited.
I told you Energy Ball was a good thing. Giga Drain was a good thing for Volcarona.
Yeah.
But once my instincts was right.
Now you know what they say, a stopped clock.
A stop clock is right once again because I'm a 24-hour one.
Got our 24-1.
They're going to start with Ninetales, aren't they?
I mean, probably. That's kind of what Ninetales is for. We could also start with Lando to set up rocks.
I'm going to start with Volcarona because I can.
That's true.
Actually, my main reason is if Ninetales comes out. If Ninetales or Landorous will both either switch or you probably do a setup move on Steam Volcarona. Which gives us a turn to Quiver Dance. Which is... Okay, I think neither side accurately predicted what lead the other one was going for here.
No. Well, we've got it outsped, so too bad you're a water-type boyo.
Also a dark type.
Also that. So have they forfeited? I mean, are they giving up? Or have they just DC'd? Because,
Okay,
yeah.
So Randoming has declared that they can beat this team with 2 Mons. So I say bring it! Come on! Come on, baby.
Yeah, Greninja is a very cool Pokemon that can do lots of things. It's got great flexibility.
And
It's got cool moves. And it's got a tongue for a scarf, which is...
It's also
very...
one of the obvious Pokemon to give the hero Floppy from My Hero Academia, which makes it automatically good. I really like the character Floppy.
I'm not here to argue about fanfiction. Also, I don't disagree.
Okay.
But if I did, I wouldn't.
So we just won.
Okay, we're slowly but surely working our way up the ladder, I guess.
Yeah. So we've been challenged to have a fight against Randoming using 2 Pokemon. So while they put that together, I vote we keep trying to go up the ladder.
Yeah, let's see how high we can go. The stars are the limit. For Swanner.
I feel like a Mega Sableye against Volcarona is setup bait. Unless they use Taunt.
Also, it might not be a Mega Sable. Oh, yeah, Prankster. That's why they haven't naked. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I may have forgotten that fire resist grass.
Yeah. And like I said, the grass type is a mysterious and obscure type. It's completely reasonable for you to not know what it does.
Uxie has Earthquake. I am not good at predictions today.
You mean Uxie has Levitate?
I know words.
Earthquake Uxie would be a very interesting set.
It really would be.
Oh boy, Scolipede. Scolipede is cool.
Remember, kids, don't do Scolipede.
Well, they've taken a lot out of our Bishop.
We need a name that's funny, but gets less amusing every time you hear it. How about the Bishops? This time
We're going to knock off and not do that much to it because it's probably got a Mega Stone.
I was actually predicting them to switch to Uxie for Earthquake. Or they could just Will-O-Wisp us. We're not going to win this one.
I don't think we are. I think we've reached our high point on the ladder.
Yeah.
We have capped out at the greatest that our lives will ever reach.
Well, I vote that we keep going until the end, and Randumi, you have till the end of this match to challenge us. Aha! Might as well defog.
Yeah, we have enough things that don't like for rocks.
We have been challenged.
Okay. It's time to win/lose very quickly.
I think losing very quickly is this team's speciality.
I don't know, we're pretty bulky. Oh,
Oh yeah, Blissey can't do anything to Mega Sableye.
good old Mega Sableye. Okay. Heatran and Alamamola.
Wow.
One of these Pokemon is an absolute heat powerhouse. The other one is Heatran. Off to an excellent start. I think we need to make a choice in our other battle. Okay, so you were saying that you weren't focusing super great. What if you switch between two battles?
Honestly, if I switch between two battles, anything can happen. My ability to focus is very bad at best of times.
Well, you knocked off a burial effect. See, that's basically more than 25% damage if you think about it. Yeah, you would have been better off doing something else. Like Stone Edge. Specifically. Okay, good luck with that Sableye, I guess. Is about all the tactical insight I can give.
Yeah.
Do we want to just forfeit that one?
Yeah, I think. Forfeit. Focus on
Okay,
this one.
meanwhile, this high intense battle. So
I see what you're doing. I mean, it's not hard to see what you're doing.
but also we can't really outdo it, can we?
No.
Can we? See, I wouldn't have done that now because Magma Storm,
Yeah.
and now we're trapped and are going to get taken down before we can use Aquavidance.
See, in my brain, the logic went something like, oh,
We're a fire type, we'll be fine.
yeah. My brain isn't necessarily very good at this game. I feel that's important to point out.
To be fair, you don't play with your brain, you play with your fingers.
It's true.
Oh. We might be able to defeat this 2 Pokemon team.
Hey, Neon Beast ET? Yep, if you want to have a battle, win or lose, just challenge us. The name is Heart of Aquamarine. Hey!
Okay, we managed to overcome a third of the team. I'm sure there's no way that could have got more dangerous if they'd had support.
Yeah. So yeah, Neon Beast, if you want to challenge us, that's cool. Otherwise, so as a kind of wind down, just because I'm still thinking about Pokemon tabletop role playing because it got in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought I'd list the systems that I've tried GMing. So one would be the 66 system, which worked at the start, I think, but got very unwieldy.
It's a system that we used almost entirely because, at any time, characters have 4 different things they could try and do. And in Pokemon, you have 4 moves.
Yeah.
And it kind of works, but the issue is that characters are made of decks of cards. So you end up with a lot of cards if every Pokemon is built as a separate character.
Yeah. I think the other group made better use of the system. I think the other group got really into the system. Unfortunately, one of the other groups stopped turning up, and I also went crazy. So if you've watched,
never go through a game's continuity and continuing to happen.
Yeah, if you've watched my Depression Quest stream, I was trying to GM this during the period that I don't actually remember. Well, I started it before that, but the reason it ran into that period, so that's why it stopped. One of the big reasons. Then of course there was Fate, which I ran a game where the players were trying to be gym leaders, which didn't go as well as I hoped, but I thought was still pretty funny.
It had a number of... I feel like the issues included that Pokemon were defined primarily entirely by their moves, really, which meant that when we were given a variety of situations to resolve, most of the Pokemon we built didn't really have very many narrative options. And also the part where we had 6 players who'd all had 6 Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a nightmare for anyone to lose at anything or just paralysis of choice. It'll end up feeling a bit samey.
Also Macraptors.
I mean, you say that's a bad thing, but
You guys got really annoyed with that. The final one was the wordplay system, which I think worked well for quick games, but I don't know. I feel like Pokemon worked best if you're not. Pokemon roleplays work best, I think, if you're like playing at the start of a journey.
Pokemon needs you need to be limited in scope with
Yeah.
the kind of story that you're telling in order to make Pokemon work on the tabletop, particularly because kind of the core of the franchise is one character doing a thing at a time, and you need a system that can pace that out.
Yeah.
There certainly, I mean, obviously there are systems people have made for Pokemon specifically, but none of them have ever really seemed all that appealing to me. They seemed way too focused on having a million stats, and often on things like, oh, what if the trainers can fight as well? And like, who wants that? Obviously someone wants that, but it's not me.
I mean, I've seen the horror that is people trying to port Pokemon into into D20 systems.
That sounds even worse.
I should have seen that one coming.
Sometimes I forget that Greninja can be a water type and use water moves.
Yeah, I think I've forgotten what I felt.
I mean, that's definitely a sentiment I can agree with.
I feel like that's overkill.
I mean, proportionally, compared to Inferno overdriving a Metapod.
So I may be the thumbnail for the stream may actually just be a Metapod underneath a giant ball of fire.
Metapod silhouetted against a giant ball of fire.
I fell into a burning Metapod of fire. It went
So
down,
would you
down,
say that,
down.
like, if we were building an opposite team, Metapod would probably be LVP, right? Along with Love Disc and something else.
I think actually it might be Wishy-Washy.
Oh, wishy-washy. But it's a fish that knows other fish. It's
Yep.
the anti-basculin. It's the fish that rejects toxic masculinity and works together.
Oh my god. Toxic masculinity, I love it. Oh, we're dead.
I mean, basculin, for anyone in the audience who's not as familiar with Pokemon, is the racist fish. Like, some of them have blue stripes, some of them have red stripes, and the blue stripes and the red stripes hate each other.
So we're about to lose. Yeah.
Well, at least we
Turns
lost
out
to
Randooming.
Lugia.
Yeah, it turns out Randooming is probably actually a lot better than us.
I mean, to be fair, many people are. What I think, to be fair, is if I like, oh no, I need to denigrate the skills of anyone who's watching this stream. But yeah,
Anyway,
We put up a good fight, right?
not really. So I'm going to copy Volcarona.
Yeah.
And we are going to put it in the MVP stream.
Team.
I know how words work. I don't.
I mean, you know how words work. That's definitely true.
I'm going to add a folder which is MVP team. And I'm going to
try and work out how folders work.
I don't know how folders work.
Well, between streams you can work it out. Never mind.
We can drag and drop.
Well, the good news is
Volcarona was added to the MVP team.
We are 50% of the way towards having a team of Pokemon that we think will work.
We are 3 out of 7 sessions away. We are 4 sessions away from you being released from the stream, Ben.
I'm about 50% confident that this will be a good team.
Right.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. I'll put this up on YouTube and
see you same time next week.
Yeah, same time next week. Also on Saturdays I do a stream of the game Sunless Sea, and I'm kind of part of a group of channels, including Pat Bat and By Furiosa, who have been on this channel, who do a load of streaming stuff. So check them out as well, and I'll see you later.